welcome back, everybody. We are into the second half of Port Bell. Well, I hope it's the second half. I hope it's not like the first quarter. But, did a little bit more exploring. There is a fort up and to the right here. We are just missing one piece of the journal. And got some points to lay down. There. Perfect! I know there's this super little aether barrier here. I'm gonna knock it down. Probably get engaged by, oh, yeah. Jaren the Plague Wrapped. Real angry looking guy. He's just, okay, well, we're just gonna try and stay away from him. Let our Blade Spirits do most of the damage. We're gonna try to avoid all his blood puddles. We're going to hit him with our AoE abilities as best we can without eating a shitload of damage. Looks like he didn't put up much of a fight, though. He likes just kind of standing there. Yeah, there's the chase. Jaren the Plague Wrapped. Who names their kid Jaren? My apologies if your name is Jaren. I feel like that. It's a... What have I done? What have I done? Why have I agreed to being named Jaren? Why am I still picking it? Greens. Alright, let's tell us that. Tainted brain matter? Fuck yeah! Alright, let's read his journal. I'm writing this for the record in the event that the High Advisor decides to dispose of me as he is already with the others. I'm beginning to fear that I made a grave error in supporting Van Aldrich in the uprising. The initial plan was devious, but it made sense. Local sailors spread rumors of corruption and tax hikes, while the city guard overlooked the crimes committed by my subordinates to stir up gossip. I became a bit uneasy when we started using the rumors about witches to smuggle women to Malmö, but Aldrich reassured me that they would be taken care of, and we were paid handsomely for each one, so I chose not to question it further. One evening, when we gathered to discuss future plans, Aldrich suddenly began acting very strange. He kept looking over his shoulder as if someone were watching, and his expression became downright ghastly when he stared at the mirror hanging on my wall. He cut the meeting short and demanded that all future discussion be carried out via courier. Very strange, but I did not think much of it at the time. I figured the old man was getting paranoid as his plans came to fruition. They left me to deal with Captain Brastock directly. I've never met a more cruel and opportunistic man in my life. I know every sailor that comes through these parts. I can't imagine it took much to convince him to join the High Advisor's schemes. He informed me that the reports of witches were coming in too slowly, so his men began planting weapons in people's homes to warrant arrests. Each ship sailing to Malmö is now overflowing with would-be criminals. What Aldrich needs all these people for is beyond me. It was not until the day Aldrich asked me to transport several large boxes to him in Hightown that I started to suspect that something was amiss. Seemed innocent enough at the time until one of the crane ropes snapped and a crate dropped several feet onto the cobblestones. The wood splintered in several places, and a sickening smell flared up our nostrils and made our skin crawl. The crate shook as if something was alive in there. I could make out a faint green light through the cracks in the side. I had my men carry that thing out of my docks as soon as possible. But it was not till the day of Captain Brastock's very bloody public execution that I began to suspect that we are all merely pawns in Aldrich's game, and that in the end the only winner of this uprising would be none other than the High Advisor himself. Needless to say, I am keeping a close eye on the mayor's offices, and I doubled the pay of my bodyguards. Aldrich isn't going to get rid of me so easily. Jaren, Port Bellbury Harbor Master. I think I may have given him the incorrect voice. So, that being said, looks like they turned him into a, oh my god, I'm running through poison. I am running through poison. Stupid friend. And now we're just going to make our way over to... Still missing a part of the journal, but I don't want to waste a whole lot more time. down here. Stop blocking the way forward, please. Oh my god. Okay, where is the exit? I really don't want to die in a poison pit after all this work that I've put in. Nailed it. Alright, heading into the fort entrance. Got our butts tightened. A whole bunch of enemies just right off the bat, and my blade spirits give 0 fucks. Like, you don't scare me! Get sliced, bitch! Like a lemon squeeze for my water. They're very well-to-do blade spirits. They come from a very nice family, and pampered for most of their early lives, but they were trained as deadly blades, so they know how to hang with the best of them and chop them up. One's name is Fred, the other's name is Darby, and one is the sous chef, the other, well, the other tends to kittens in his off time. Really doesn't like to talk about his work much, you know? It's just better that way. Keep your work at work, home for home. Unless you're super, oh my god, losing so much health. Unless you are just all about showing everybody off. And as a sous chef, I mean, you probably want to do that, right? Show everybody how good you are at stewing, at chefing. Food preparation. Watcher Grad. Oh my god, that's so much damage. I don't have any heal buttons yet. There's a heal button. Right, here, chop him up, freeze him down. He's gonna die, right? Get him! Get him in there! Fred! Darby might not like to talk about his job much, but he's still just as reliable as anybody. You know, just as reliable as a sword cloud tornado bee. Okay, if we can stop shooting me! 5 fucking seconds! Holy shit! Oh my god, there's a cloud. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh my fucking ass! Are you fucking kidding? I hate you. Who sits on the banister with all their fucking buddies jerking off with the rifles? And whatever, man. It's fine. Everything's fine. I got what I needed. Fred and Darby ran away. Turn all the goddamn shit back on. Whatever. You got all the fucking soul fart fishers on the ground. And a whole bunch of fucking troll circle jerks going on up top. And they're all... delightful. Truly. Anyway, back to what we were doing here. There it is. Unholy visage of the covenant. Wait a minute. Damn it. 70. I did not stop for even a moment to look at anything but the requirements for crafting the helmet. So, rather than wearing the helmet, I am going to build it and then fucking stash it. Because I can't use it on this character. Oh my god, the disappointments today just keep on coming. Tell you what. Anyway, my cultist probably benefit from this at some point. Piercing, resistance, ability, bonus to pets. Ugh. Pet build too. Ugh. Blech. I don't even think I have any money to build anything else.
Got any more scrap metal?
Well, let's see. Chaos, resistance. Nope, it's either Markovian's advisor or Visage of the Covenants. I can't fucking use either. Great. It's fantastic. It's super. Thank you, Port Valbury, for being such a pain in my dick hole. Well, at least the loot that I got from them got me pretty, like, halfway back to where I was before that whole adventure started. To wanted poster, so we didn't even get page 3 of the journal. What kind of unholy fuckery do you... Whatever. Notice of Luminary Directive. The Luminary have long suspected that witches are hiding among regular people, even here in Port Valbury. Any individual performing unsanctioned arcane acts or dispersing forbidden knowledge without the training and approval of the Gildan Academy is rightfully marked as a heretic and a witch. Citizens are reminded that all arcane knowledge is dangerous without proper training and is strictly controlled for your safety by imperial decree. Diligent citizens are encouraged to report suspicious activity to the officers of Van Aldrich, High Advisor to the Mayor of Port Valbury. Anyone suspected of witchcraft or harboring a witch will be detained at the local jail and then transported to Malmouth for formal inquiry and trial. Individuals found guilty of the aforementioned crimes will be burnt at the stake as decreed by the Imperial High Court. Responsible citizens who perform their duty in the interest of public safety by reporting these malicious acts will be justly compensated with Imperial coin by the order of High Advisor Van Aldrich, who we've already learned is a total douchebag and probably got everybody killed. No, I don't. Journal of Paige Renal, Part 1. I can't do a girl voice. My voice does not get that high. So here we go. Life has been good for us here in Port Valbury. Alden and I have been happily married for 3 years now. Our business is thriving, and Alden was hopeful to get a second shop opened up in Hightown by this time next year. But he came home from the court disappointed. Apparently, the mayor has been denying all requests for an audience, and his newly appointed high advisor dismissed Alden's appeal for a deed without even hearing his case. Now there's the mess with the garbage spilling out of the old dumping ground. Everyone I've asked doesn't seem to know anything about why trash has been redirected to the already full dump in our district. The new curfew hasn't been kind to business as we've had to close down early each night. Omir and Shara are both terrified. They think something is wrong and we should all leave the city. Alden says there's nothing to be concerned about. Well, you know what, Alden? Fuck you. Listen to your children. Several of our neighbors have moved away. They've had enough of the growing garbage problem and sudden surge in crime here in Old Town. Oh, I think it's Omir. Yeah, it's Omir. I was thinking it might be Omir. But Omir and Shara are the latest to leave. Oh, I guess they're friends rather than children. Shara was crying when she begged us to come with them, but our business is here and we can't just pack up. Food around the city is starting to be rationed. Shops are closing. Alden and I are keeping our shop open, but he has stated hiding cheese and other food down in the basement just in case. Started doing that. I wonder if maybe Shara was right. Maybe we should be leaving too. We don't have page 3, which is a bummer. Page 4. Alden hasn't woken up in a day. I tried to make him eat or drink something, but he can't keep anything down. He's so pale. He's going to die soon. I think I have known this, in fact, for days, but I just didn't want to believe it. The looters have stopped coming by, likely because there is nothing left to steal. I've braved the upstairs to see what has happened since the fighting stopped, and the sight is terrifying to behold. Parts of the city are burning. Most of the homes are abandoned, are destroyed. One day, I witnessed a couple running between the buildings with their child and a small sack of belongings. I should leave too, but I can't leave Alden. I don't understand how the city would turn to this so quickly. One moment we were planning the next stages of our business, the next the city is in a state of war. The worst of it seems to be over, though. It's been quiet. So quiet. Last night I heard somebody scream. When I went upstairs to check, I saw some people wandering the streets, but it was a strange, aimless sort of walk. Nobody spoke. Then I heard the scream again, and I turned my head to the most grisly sight. A putrid thing of foul flesh dragged a man out of some rubble, disemboweled him. I stifled a scream of my own and quickly ran back downstairs. All the commotion had caused my husband to stir, and he stood up for the first time in days. But his eyes were glazed over and dull, and his movements like the people outside. His skin was chalk white, and his chest did not move with the rhythmic breathing of living. Hands shaking, I grabbed the revolver he gave me and pointed it at his head. He did not talk. He did not even try to move out of the way. He just kept approaching me in a slow, unsteady gait. At the moment I understood what wandered the streets outside, and I clenched my tear-swollen eyes as I pulled the trigger. I can't sleep anymore. My husband's body lies next to me, a hole in his skull. There is nothing left for me here. It is time to go, before no hope of escape remains. Before my strength has left me, I have to run until my legs can carry me no further. Away from Valbury. Away from my shattered life. Well, that's a bummer. Sucks that everything fell apart for you there in that last bit. Just like me, with all the dudes who were sitting on the banister, you know, just sucking each other off with the shooting me while I'm standing in the forecast. Yeah, I'm a little bit salty. Just a tiny bit salty. So, down into the Icon prison we go. Apparently we have not finished up Anasteria on this playthrough just yet. So we'll take some easy experience there and get ourselves a new vendor. New faction. You can tell Reeve to go fuck off. And I don't think we have enough time to engage upon Gregorian. Yeah, suck my nads, bruh. Suck my nads.
Got any more scrap metal?
7 counts resist. So what we're gonna do is see if there's anything left. Like there is. Belts, maybe? I don't have enough scrap. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money for, like, dick all. Nothing there. Spellbreaker is worth it. Aether, energy regen, casting speed, chaos resistance. This is empowered. This is also empowered. This one's kind of shit, though, so it's not really doing much for us. What about Oblivion? I don't have even remotely enough. Spectral Bolt isn't going to do us any good. Aether damage isn't really something I need. This is much more. Oh, that's got chaos resist on it. Yep, we're just going to swap those out right now. That makes perfect sense to me. 31 elemental resist for pets. 20 elemental resist for us. Don't need any of those. Chaos resist isn't going to do us any good, so let's see if we can get a cold here. This is essentially a part of the video where I'm just going to delve into the build a little bit harder. I have not activated our chilling weapons yet, so we need to have that ready. And then once I get all this done, I should be ready to dive into shit. Death chill is what I want, though, right? Manticore eyes. Suppose I really need Glacier on the skin. Can make a molten skin. And then this should prep us for Glacier once we get Ancient Heart, which we should be able to get from this tainted brain matter in the Necropolis with the Haunted Blacksmith. Got any money for it? Let's go do that then. Since we've got a little bit of time to kill. Man, it's dark out, isn't it? Whew. I think it's Necropolis interior's closer. And then I am sure I've mentioned this fucker. Here. I know I've mentioned this guy before. He is one of a couple like haunted smiths or cursed smiths in the game. He can transmute your. Yes. Oh my god! I'm not on the right hotbar. We're fine. Everything's fine. We do need to activate our ice weapons though, which we've gotten from the cold stone that we added to our weapon. Anyway, the haunted smith. I do not remember his name. There were a couple of them. Oh no, I didn't mean to pause. There he is. Horace. Horace is his name. He's going to transmute your big purple items. So your ancient hearts, your tainted brain matters, your items that are really difficult to come by, that are required for crafting a lot of stronger stuff. Horace and his like are going to be able to build that stuff for you. So as soon as I get down there we go. I look so crowded by fucking monsters all the time. Get out of my room, you silly bitches. Here we go. I'm gonna come down. Oh, nope, that's too far. There we are. So ancient heart. We're gonna take that bring matter, turn it into an ancient heart, and then we are going to get ourselves the glacier powered relic. Gonna give us some cold damage. Don't really need the cold resist, but every little bit counts, especially into the end game. Once we get higher up into like the ultimate difficulty, having resistances over your max is going to be important because the game lowers your resistances by default. And then we've got Ice Surge now. Shit. Is this on our auto attacks? Yeah. Wow. 15% chance of activating, but a stupid amount of ice damage from it. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Tomorrow, we will engage the final enemy of the base game for Grim Dawn, and we'll wrap this. Well, there's still more to do after that, but we'll wrap this leg of the playthrough up. Get shit done. Thanks so much for hanging out again. Sorry about that massive disappointment that was Port Valbury, but put that behind us. Try to get over it. Okay, I'll see you later.